Long queues talking about the increment in petrol price in Nigeria is leading to long queues in some parts of Nigeria with the selling price at 500 naira per litre. A police command stated that its operatives busted a suspected baby factory and rescued some pregnant women that were taken to produce babies for sale. South Africans are rallying and telling their President Ramaphosa to honor South Africa's humanitarian rights and arrest Putin during the BRICS meeting. Good afternoon, our dear viewers. Welcome to the 1 p.m. news edition, coming to you live and direct from Golfe TV Africa here in the city of Cotonou with Hazele OGOIGBE. First of all, happy Mother's Day to every single mother out there. Now to the news in detail, starting from Somalia. Somalia's National Economic Council has endorsed a new national development blueprint. It seeks to usher in what President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud's government calls an era of stability and prosperity to ensure high living standards for the people of Somalia. More information on the following report from our partners.
In 2060, Somalia will mark 100 years since gaining independence from the British and Italian colonial authorities respectively. Somalia's National Economic Council recently endorsed the Centennial Vision 2060 as a new national development blueprint. It will anchor the country's future development plans. Hassan Adam Hosso is the Executive Director of Somalia's National Economic Council. He also serves as President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud's Chief Economic Advisor. He says Somalia cannot remain in its current state and must change.
Centennial Vision 2060 is a long-term development blueprint envisioning a developed, free and prosperous Somalia that is globally competitive and region leader by the year 2060. We cannot remain hostage to the current status quo where our people live in abject poverty, political instability and insecurity. So we want our people to move from the current status quo into an era where they enjoy the life they deserve.
Authorities say Mission 2060 is a significant step forward for Somalia's development strategy and serves as proof of the government's commitment to a long-term plan.
As part of the development of this vision, we'll be engaging in extensive consultations with the federal member states and the private sector and all walks of life. However, we have now a number of core pillars and core principles. The core principles to start with are to articulate the core national values of this country. Second is provide homegrown solutions to our ills and problems. And third is a shared commitment to the implementation and the development of this vision.
During the recently concluded Somalia Economic Conference, Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre urged partners to look beyond the country's current and past challenges and invest in it.
To our international partners, I urge you to see beyond the challenges that Somalia has faced in the past. Look at the immense opportunities that await you here. Invest in our industries, transfer your technology and expertise, and be a catalyst for change.
With the gradual return of peace and stability to the Horn of African nation, the Somali government is working to capitalize on the unexplored natural resources such as oil and gas in its Indian Ocean territory. That process requires huge investment in terms of manpower and financial resources.
Somalia's Vision 2060 is working on to boost the economic potentials in sectors like agriculture and livestock, to achieve a self-sufficient country.
Crossing over to the foreign scene, President Joe Biden, the United States of America, and President delivers an Oval Office remarks on U.S. avoiding default, Fiscal Responsibility Act legislation that suspends the debt limit in the United States.
Since coming into office in early 2021, President Joe Biden has never directly addressed the nation from the Oval Office until Friday.
No one got everything they wanted, but the American people got what they needed. We averted an economic crisis, an economic collapse.
On Saturday, Biden is signing the Fiscal Responsibility Act, which was passed overwhelmingly in the House and the Senate earlier this week.
On this vote, the yeas are 63, the nays are 36.
The measure allows the government to continue to borrow more money over the next 19 months to meet its obligations. It stops the U.S. from going into default, which could wreak havoc in global financial systems. Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who negotiated the deal with Biden, emphasized the savings, saying the bill has the biggest spending cuts Congress has ever voted for.
This is going to be law. $2.1 trillion.
Raising the debt ceiling is a routine process that has been done 78 times since 1960, but since 2011 has been a source of conflict when there's divided government. Many are now pushing to reform the process, including through proposed legislation that requires lawmakers to annually vote on policies to reduce the debt while automatically suspending the debt ceiling.
It would bring the two together, but in a way that would de-risk the debt limit and really take this idea of default off the table once and for all by tying it to the annual budget process.
The U.S. is now $31.4 trillion in debt and is racking up even more. The Congressional Budget Office projects a federal budget deficit of $1.5 trillion for 2023, which could nearly double to $2.7 trillion by 2033.
Away from that, Nigerian cities have been hit by long queues of motorists stocking up on petroleum products since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu announced that fuel subsidies will be abolished, thereby leading to an increment in the prices of fuel in Nigeria. More information in the following report. The National Petroleum Company Limited on Wednesday morning officially increased fuel pump price to more than 500 naira in different parts of Nigeria. Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation station pegged fuel price at 537 naira per litre in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, during his inaugural address on Monday, announced that petrol subsidy was gone with no budgetary allocation. This announcement. Tinubu said government funding subsidy its ever-increasing cost in the wake of drying resources. A document seen by The Guardian earlier Wednesday showed pricing variety in different parts of Nigeria, indicating a sharp increase from the previous 184 naira per litre official pump price to more than 500 naira per litre. President Tinubu's speech on Monday was instantly greeted by long queues at petrol stations across Nigeria, with many citizens being unaware of the cause of the sudden fuel scarcity. By Tuesday morning, many petrol stations sold fuel for over 400 naira, while the official pump price was still at 184 naira per litre. This is amid scarcity and panic buying by Nigerians. A spokesperson for Nigerian petrol marketer Yakubu Sulaiman said they are supporting the deregulation of the industry by removing subsidy. A country that can survive without deregulating the economy, Sulaiman added. He, however, assured Nigerians of his commitment to ensuring a ceaseless supply of the product. Still on the Nigerian scene, the Rivers State Police Command stated that its operatives busted a suspected baby factory and rescued 6 pregnant girls near Choba in the Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State, one of the 36 states in Nigeria. Now, the State Commissioner of Police, Polycarp